Setting up simultaneous equations from scenarios. So I've got 3 word problems for you, and I won't actually be solving them. All we're doing is defining our variables and setting up our equations. I'll give you the solutions for each one if you happen to want to do them for practice, but that's not the focus, because exposing you to a lot of different sorts of questions is pretty important. So our first step, of course, is to determine the unknowns and define a variable for them. The question usually tells you what the unknown is. Determine the cost of each type of flower. Do not say X equals daffodils, Y equals petunias. That's not a variable. Daffodils are not a variable. The cost of a daffodil is your variable. So, now you can use D and P if you want. You can use X and Y. Useful to go with something that's going to help you get the right answer. Let D equal the cost of a daffodil. You are being very, very clear here. Let P equal the cost of a petunia. So from the question, it's clearly telling you what the unknowns are that you want to solve for. We are not looking for the number of daffodils. They've told us that. We are looking for the cost. Be very, very careful. You then need, having defined your variables, to write 2 equations. So, 3 lots of the cost of a daffodil plus 5 lots of the cost of a petunia was 25. Since D is the cost of a daffodil, 3 lots of the cost of a daffodil is 3D. Plus 5 lots of the cost of a petunia, 5P, is 25. That is our equation 1. 4 lots of the cost of a daffodil plus 3 lots of the cost of a petunia was 26. That is equation 2. And if you're interested, the petunias worked out at $2, the daffodils worked out at $3, and if you want to try solving that, that's the answer you should get. So when you're told how many of something you've got and you want to determine the cost, it's going to be multiplying like that. Here's a type of question that we often see. Samantha has 33 coins and they're in 5-cent and 20-cent pieces. She's got a total value of $3.75. How many of each coin does she have? We start with what they're asking me. How many of each coin does she have? They are asking how many 5 cents and how many 20 cents. So when we define our variables, let X equal the number of 5-cent pieces or coins. Okay? Don't say let X equals 5 cents. It doesn't. X equals the number of 5-cent coins. Sorry, pieces is a bit old-fashioned way of saying that. I probably should have said coins, but it's okay. So, from the question, you've worked out the 2 things that they want and you have really clearly stated it. If you're finding cost, I want to know. If you're finding the number of something, I want to know. Now, defining our variables. Often they will tell you the total, and it's a nice, easy one. So this bit of information here, 33 coins, that's easy, because the number of 5-cent coins plus the number of 20-cent coins equals 33. So my equation 1 is X plus Y equals 33. The coins have a total value of $3.75, but it can be a little unclear what we're doing here. And this is one which is really likely to trip you up. Each 5-cent coin is worth 5 cents, obviously. So the total value of your 5-cent coins is 5 times X, 5 cents for every 5-cent piece. The total value of your 20-cent coins is 20 times Y, 20 cents for every 20-cent piece, which is obvious once you see it, but when you haven't thought about it before and in a test situation, it can really make you panic. Now remember, this is in cents and this is in dollars, so you either got to take this to dollars or this to cents in your equation. So equation 2 here, 5x plus 20y equals 375 cents. So I've taken them all to cents. It's a way of thinking about it is that this is the cost of a 20-cent piece. I've got Y number of 20-cent pieces and they cost 20 cents each. And we've got a similar question with cost down here. And I did work it out. She's got 14 20-cent pieces and 19 5-cent pieces. She might be able to buy a coffee. The last one, now this is another cost one. At the cake stall, cupcakes cost $5 each and cookies cost $2 each. 100 things were sold in total and we raised $260. How many of each were sold? You look at your question. How many of each were sold? Define our variables. Okay, now cupcakes and cookies is really annoying because they're both C, so let's use X and Y. Let X equal, well, I'm going to write B here. I never write B. It's up to you if you write equal or B. I really don't mind. Let X be the number of cupcakes sold. Not even just the number of cupcakes, the number of cupcakes sold, because that was their question. Let Y be the number of cookies sold. Now, the equations, you should be getting pretty good at these by now. I sold 100 of them, so equation 1 is nice and easy. X plus Y equals 100. And this is very similar to the previous problem because I've been told the total value of sales. Cookies sold for $2 each, so 2Y will give me the total sales value of the cookies. Cupcakes were $5 each, so 5x will be the total sales value of the cupcakes, and that will add to 260, the total sales value all up. Cupcakes are $5. Be careful to get them in the right order. Cookies are $2, and that is 260. And now we have our pair of equations. And it was in fact 20 cupcakes and 80 cookies if you want to go checking that.